everybody? This is your boy Gotti on season three of the Gotti's World podcast, man. And check this out. This brother here, I've been knowing him for a while.
It's been a
minute. And just from knowing him, seeing him grow, seeing him do his thing, and coming out with a whole spa. Never would have thought that was coming out of him, but man, I'm proud of him. He's the owner of KNV Spa, and just an overall good brother, man. Give it up for my boy. I want to call him J.O. so bad. I want to call him J.O., but I'm going to call him Jonathan. Give it up for my boy Jonathan. What's going on, bro? Clap it up.
What's good? How y'all feeling out here, man?
What's going on, bro?
What's not going on, man? What's not going on? Man, 2020 has been a life-changing year for everybody. And it's been
crazy.
It's been really crazy, but if you came out of this year, you definitely know that you cut from a different cloth. So
you ain't never lied.
Yeah.
Because I definitely came out the woodwork with this shit here. I'm telling you, bro, I definitely came out the woodwork.
Yeah.
But check this out, man. The whole purpose of this podcast is I feel like you are definitely a pioneer in the community. People need to know who you are, what you do, your business, and just the genuine person that I know that you are.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because having a personal relationship with you, but also having people seeing the genuine person that you are, they need to see that. And I had to have you on here.
Man, I appreciate your time and effort, man. Just being, just wanting to be out the box. Just do something
out the box.
Just to do something different. Not knocking nobody else's journey, that may have been in the same lane as, everybody else. Maybe a artist, maybe a singer, maybe a basketball player.
Yes.
It's a lot of people in those lanes, and they absolutely have something to bring to it. But
you are definitely one of them.
Yeah.
But I just wanna. What we gonna do? I go from the past to the future.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring it all the way back, and then we're gonna come forward with it.
Okay.
So just for people just to get the feel of you, where are you originally from?
So I was born and raised in Jeffrey Manor. Shout out to my dad.
Oh shit! Oh, here you go. Yep. This is a show.
Yeah.
This is gonna be in one of them shows. Let's go.
I was born and raised in Jeffrey Manor, 9637 South Hoxie. Man, just humble beginnings. I got an older brother and younger brother. Seen a lot in those streets, but I was one of the few to make it out.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
My mom and my brothers, we seen a lot. She didn't want us to be in that area, so we moved out to South Island. Went to Thornridge. Man, played track and football out there, and originally, and we'll get back to the future.
Yes, sir.
That is where I kind of got intrigued with the whole massage content or the massage industry. Me just running track. One of my guys, AJ Burrs, after the races, he would do certain stretches,
Yes, sir.
sports massage techniques. I don't even realize he was even doing it at the time, but I always remember that. So just going through college, went through a couple community colleges, running track, playing football, playing semi-pro in arena. I wanted to get into something that was low risk, high reward. So there's a lot of other trade skills out here where there's a lot of material you have to get. Say for instance, maybe a barber. There's clippers and scissors, and the whole nine of what you need to do to be a successful barber. For me, all I need is a table, my skills, and oil or lotion. So it's not.
Nigga, we gonna get into that. We gonna get into that, bro.
Right.
Let me ask you if I can talk to close family members, if I could talk to my dukes, if I could talk to your siblings, how was Jonathan as a kid?
That's a good question. I was always adventurous. I always wanted to be out, learning. I love being around friends and family.
Hmm.
I always wanted to stay outside. It was something about just me exploring the world, or me just learning about the world, or me learning about some new activity. I was always doing something. In high school, I was always out, always, and not necessarily anything negative. It was
Hmm.
just something.
Hmm.
Just I just always loved the camaraderie of brotherhood,
Yes,
or
sir.
having those gatherings. It's just something about that energy when you get around certain people that is very intriguing.
Yes.
So that was always me. I was always just wanted to be around people.
Hmm.
I was a very sociable person. Just wanted to have fun and just meet new people all the time, and that actually carried me over into business, because with any business you have to network. If you don't
Yes.
network,
Yes.
no
Yes.
business will be successful.
Because you got to market yourself.
You absolutely have to market
So
yourself.
you have to be around people, and you have to be a sociable person to actually get out there and, as you can say, sell yourself
Absolutely,
and sell your campaign.
absolutely. Like there's people that can do it and just kind of beats themselves, but a lot of times, and I'll say on a bigger scale, a bigger percentage of
Mhm.
90 to 95% of the people who kind of close doors to themselves, like they don't push that greatness or all those ideas that they have to the world for people to see.
Yes.
So you
Yes.
have to actually market yourself. You actually got to push everything that you believe and love, your passion out here, to everybody, and let them see what you have to offer.
Indeed. Indeed. Now, let's get to KNV Spa.
Okay.
How did KNV Spa come about, and what is the meaning behind the name?
So, um, so let's back up a little bit. So, went into massage therapy school.
Mhm.
Right the week before I got into massage therapy school, I was actually filming Chicago PD. I was like one of the extras, the backgrounds, and I
Mhm.
had called the school asking them like, "Hey, I need some information about massage. I'm kind of interested."
Right.
So I'm down there filming, and there's a lady on the corner just kind of passing out pamphlets. I'm like, "Yo, I called y'all like a week ago. Like, why y'all ain't hit me up?" They was like, "Oh, you know what? We gonna get back to you." So wrapped up Chicago PD.
Mm-hmm.
She called me the next day. I register, get into it. Orientation like 2 weeks. I get in, and I'm like blown away. I'm just like most average guys, typical jock. You go in, you think you just gonna be going in rubbing on booties. Like let's keep it.
I was there. That's
Like-
where I was at.
like
That's why I'm
you-
like, bro, you got to know that this is a beneficial business to your pleasure.
Right. Because guys, men are visual creatures. Like
Yes,
we
we are.
thinking we gonna get fine ladies all the time on the table, and that's all we gonna be doing is rubbing fine ladies all the time.
Mhm.
And that was the idea, not knowing to my ignorance, thinking I'm gonna go into the school, learning that, but completely changed my life. Completely changed my life. How I interact with people, how I interact or view women,
Mhm.
how I talk to women, how I talk to men, how I don't even touch people the same way. I don't even like just dap people the same way. Like it's a certain honor and respect to kind of let somebody into your world, and your body is your world. So like just on a superficial level, like as a massage therapist, I'm just, maybe just rubbing the body, touching the body.
Mhm.
But it's so much deeper. And right before this, we was talking about layers.
Yes.
Right. So
Yes.
those layers as a massage therapist, put it in this context. The body is an instrument, and I'm the artist. And I'm trying to find your song.
Yes.
So and that's
Makes perfect sense.
right. So like you don't know what this man or this woman has been through. Like it could have been child molestation, it could have been domestic violence, it could have been gang activity, it could have been police brutality, it could have been all sorts of array of things, and they are trusting you with the most intimate thing in the world, which is
Yes.
themselves.
Yes.
and you have to be responsible. You have to be conscious of that. So I don't take massage therapy lightly, like everybody may think I do, or the perception of massage therapy out there is. So it's a very delicate craft to me.
If one wanted to go into this path,
Mm-hmm.
this lane that you got, that you have, that
Mm-hmm.
you created for yourself, how would they go about it, and what are some of the minor details that they would have to go through and understand to be a massage therapist?
So with anything, you gotta be, like we was talking before, you gotta be a student of your craft. Like you gotta be willing to open yourself up and be vulnerable to information you may have never experienced or never heard of before. I always, we think we know a lot of things, or we think I've ran across this information before. So yeah, I'm gonna go in here and know everything or know majority.
Yes.
You probably have, people in media school that came up in there thinking they knew a lot and then found out that they didn't know nothing at all.
A fun fact. Fun fact. When they tell you when you come in there and they ask you what made you want to come here,
Mhm.
they would say, well, people always told me I had a voice for radio, or I look like I should be in radio. But then the instructors would say, how do they know what you look like on radio?
Right.
Like, everybody has a voice for radio. What makes you different?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What brings your voice and make people want to listen to you?
Absolutely.
So that was just a fun fact that they say, but because not a lot of people can be a masseuse, bro.
Right.
No, a lot of people can't do this, bro.
Right. And you know what? Let me correct you. The world, there's two different. So there's a massage therapist,
Mhm.
and there is masseuse out here.
What is the difference?
So the difference is a massage therapist is a very responsible person that knows how to treat the body with care and responsibility, and they treat the craft as such. Now, that line gets blurred a lot of times because you may think of happy endings. You may think of it as being very Kama Sutra or sexualized, and a lot of times the industry has gotten that black cloud over massage therapy, and there are masseuses out here that do that. So that's the part where I come in, where I want to educate our audience. I want to educate our community on what's the difference, and I want to really educate our community that you should make this a necessity versus a luxury, because a lot of times we get massages because we want to feel good.
Yes.
But
Yes.
you should be getting this on a regular basis. Like, you get your nails done, you get a haircut, you get your hair done, whatever the case may be. It should be in the routine of that, just like everything else.
What are some of the benefits? What are some of the benefits of being a massage therapist?
So the benefits of being a massage therapist, I feel like you're a lot more at peace. You can control your time and effort the way you want to.
Yes.
There's a lot of people that may work in spas or salons, or they may do mobile. Both have pros and cons to it. But you have to ground yourself. Like, I can't go into a session thinking like, oh, this is a big guy, he a fat guy, so I won't give him as much effort into the session as he needs because he's a guy. For me as a massage therapist, it's like, this is a body, and I need to work on this guy because he needs this massage. And everybody has stress, and our community got probably the most stress.
Bruh.
So for a massage, that studies have shown that it brings depression and stress down 50%.
Yes.
So like, us black people, let's keep it 100. Like, we got stressors all the time, every day, all day. When the police come on behind
And anxiety. And everything.
everything. When the police come on, when they come behind you, like, we instantly heart racing, we sweating, we like, man, what I got
Cut the music down.
Yeah.
Cut the music down for no fucking reason.
Right, for no reason. Like, it's just simple things, and that happens on a regular basis. Now,
Yes.
how do you counteract that without putting all these meds into you?
Yes.
Because that's slowly breaking the body down as well.
Yes.
So now, massage is a very holistic way that enhances the body or facilitates the body without breaking the body down. That actually helps the body, like, prolong yourself.
Mm,
Yeah,
that's
very.
what's up.
It's very detailed. It's a very intricate, beautiful like craft, and I don't take it lightly at all.
So, what made you want the? What made you want to jump out the gate, jump off the porch, and
Right.
start a whole business of this?
Yeah.
Cause it seemed like, bro, you went to school, you got the fundamentals of it, you started doing it, you built the business, boom.
Right. And you know what? In that sequence, that's exactly how it was. So went to school. I was always a competitive person with
Yes.
with sports, and just being around just the competitive guys, just always just wanting to be the best. So that worked to my advantage. So I went in just I want to be the best massage therapist, and I definitely was. Like there were I want to say 28 people that I started off with. 4 of us graduated.
Mm.
Out of the 4, 2 of us got our licenses immediately. Just so happened to be me and my partner at the time. So I knew my worth. I'm like, hey, I don't want to go work for nobody else. I want to control my own time and space. I feel like I have something to offer to the world and my community.
Mhm.
I want to build something. I want to nurture it. I want to put my time and effort into it. And just being around people, in my life, like Fred.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
man, shout out to Fred, one of our barbers back in the day. Just seeing him just be a barber and watch him grow his clientele, always being professional on time. That was something that I got to see.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't like I wasn't foreign to a business owner. My mom, she has an at-home daycare. So like,
Wow.
yeah. So like, I was kind of privy to like seeing the due diligence of running a business. So I'm like, you know what? I could start something up myself. There's not a lot of people doing it. I could do this.
That's an open lane.
That's an open lane.
Bro, that's an open lane that you would only think of. You might see, I don't even know what that company's called, massage something.
Massage Envy.
But we don't have a black one.
Right.
It's you couldn't find it. You couldn't find it. You couldn't find that shit on Google.
Right, and that's honestly that's my goal. I want to be the first black-owned franchise in America, and be able to give this platform to people that think like me, feel like me, to anybody who needs our service.
Yes.
Not knocking any other franchise, because it's a lot of good franchises out here, great franchises that bring a lot to the community. Mm-hmm. I just feel like, and you feel like you have something to offer to the world and to your community, and you can absolutely do it.
Indeed. What were some of the low points of the struggles before all the success that you got? What was some of the give me some of the low points of, because they think, bro, and when you put it on there, the shit looks so sweet.
It's not. It's, you know what? Everybody, we put out the best.
We do
of
that.
ourselves.
The version. Yes.
We want to put out the best picture, the best quotes.
Yes, sir.
The best videos, and rightfully so. You always want to put your best foot forward. But for me, I was always trying something, and I failed at everything practically. Like I started failing so much that I started gaining data from it. Like, I'm like, okay, so this doesn't work. Okay, I know not what to do. Now this works. I know what to do. I carried that from sports to inner relationships, family relationships, to my own business and brand. Mm-hmm. So some of the low points, man, like, and you know what? I not to knock any other community that's out here, but the Chicagoland area is a hard area to grow up in.
Yes, it is.
Whether it's in Chicago or if it's the surrounding suburbs. It's a hard community to, so like, I want to say, just seeing like family members, friends, like, that passed away, it's been hard. It's been a lot. I had a lot of hardship when it came to people passing. Mm-hmm. So I actually went to therapy for it. And I went to therapy for it. Like, and listen, if anybody listening to this, if anybody see this in the future, go to therapy. Like that is one of the taboos in our community.
And it's starting to be it's starting to come to a head to where we should, because
Yeah.
we are figuring out like a lot of things that they said in the household to keep in the household.
Yeah.
Sometimes that shit ain't always good to keep bottled up, because we
It's
bottled
not.
up, we bottle it up and we take it with us into life,
It does.
and then we install it into our kids.
We do.
You know what I mean? So it really is starting to come to a head to where people should get into therapy,
Yeah.
and it's not always a bad thing.
Yeah.
So I do agree with you.
Yeah, I got into therapy right before, I want to say like maybe 3 or 4 months before I got into massage therapy school. I had an ex, ended up breaking up with her. One of my friends got hit on his motorcycle, died. 25, young guy, Asa, shout out to Asa Cole. Man, my uncle Gary, he ended up dying in his apartment. I had to help the morticianist move him out. I had another cousin that passed away, so I was dealing with a lot, and I went to this therapist, black guy, really helped me understand from a professional standpoint what I was feeling. A lot of times people on the outside, they give us their experience and how that may help you, which is cool sometimes.
Yeah.
But therapists, they actually have studied cases to help you with your individual situation to break down and how you can move forward. And that helped me out a lot. And what he ended up doing was told him my whole situation. And he was like, so how are you going to honor the people that have left you? And I'm like, wow,
that's strong.
Right, that was real strong. And I'm like, you know what? I do have an avenue I've been thinking about going, and I got the time to do it. Let me jump into massage therapy. He was like, you know what? You know, you can help other people and it help yourself. And no lie, it sounds crazy. Every time I work on somebody, I massage somebody, I feel relaxed. Stress level comes down. I feel calm. I'm able to talk to people better because I've helped somebody out.
That's not too far-fetched, because even with doing interviews, just to get into your life, for example, your life, just get into your life and hear some of the things that should help me. When I take things from different people and people from different walks of life, and it's like, damn, I can maybe use that, and see where that might take me. Absolutely. Or just get bits and pieces from different people, and you put it all together, you can create something amazing. Yes.
And I think I went to like maybe 5 or 6 sessions. Every time progressively he was giving me assignments to do to make sure that I was on progress, on target, to make sure I was doing better.
Yes.
So I could visually and spiritually and mentally feel better, not just telling him I was feeling better. I encourage everybody to go to there. It like changed my life, and that catapulted me into going into school.
What is your definition of winning? Everybody got their own perception.
Yeah.
Everybody got. Some people look at it as money is the success. Some people, peace is the success. What is your, especially with everything that you've been through?
My definition of winning is being able to control your own time and space. Like, so, and what I mean by that is I worked at Ford Motor Company for 7 years, made 6 figures with that company. Great company. Wasn't for me. What ended up happening was, with this business, I've been probably the brokest I've been in life, but I've been the happiest I've been in life too. And for me, that translated into, it's not about the money.
It's not about the money.
It's really not about the money.
But people would think that you're crazy when you say it's not about the money, bro.
It's not.
This ain't about the money to me.
It's not about the money. For you and for me, just looking on the outside, I see you creating a brand and platform for you to give people to tell their story genuinely, without editing, without media tampering with it, just people being genuine, because we got a lot of platforms out here, news, whatever, that they shape and shift things to fit their agenda.
Yes, sir.
And we don't need that. We got real problems. We need real conversation, because this dialogue right here will help the next person have a podcast, the next business owner, the next massage therapist, the next rapper, whatever the case may be, because they seen something in this conversation genuine, and they like, you know what, I feel that person, I feel that woman, and I could do that.
Indeed. Personal question.
Come on with it.
When was the last time you had a break mentally and you had to step back from the business and you had to take care of you? Because we both know.
Yeah.
We both know, and I always say this, and also I have heard this and actually took this into my life, you know, my personal life. Time is currency.
That's powerful. That's heavy. That's heavy. So with the changes of me having a partner and then me owning the spa outright, you know, I had my partner, and it was a lot that we played off each other, which is great. He had his own situation, and I had to take on ownership full time. I had to really be meticulous on how I spend my time and who I spend my time with. So it was, you know what, now I can't work on Sundays and Mondays because I got things to do in my own personal life that I got to step back from the business and make sure that I'm okay, because if I'm not okay, then the business is not okay.
That's a fact.
And self-care is important. Like, you are your biggest asset.
That's a big fact.
A big fact, man.
Big fact.
Yeah, so I always trying to make sure that I do wellness checks on myself. Sometimes I even put it out there on social media, man. How's everybody doing? What's going on with you? It's because sometimes we getting caught up in the rat race of waking up, going to work, feeding kids, man, going to sleep, doing it over again. And that's somebody's life 30, 40, 50 years. And nobody went and asked them, man, how you doing?
And that shit can go a long way. And you
Right.
never know what type of answer you would get.
Right.
You know what I mean? You don't know, because I'm a very honest person. I'm very transparent. So if somebody say, I'm like, man, it ain't the day today.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Today ain't that day, bro.
Yeah.
Today is just not that day for me to. I don't feel like me.
Yeah.
Whether it's the weather, whether it's, I just don't feel it.
Yeah.
So you're right. You're exactly
I
right.
always, anybody I'm working on, I ask them, like, how was your day? How you feel? And somebody, it's a lot of clients that I have, they'll come in and be like, I'm so glad I'm here. Like, because I've made my spa and my brand a safe haven for people to just turn off their brain, just shut down their body, and just relinquish a power to me or anybody we have in our spot to make sure that we take care of you for that hour, that 30 minutes, that hour and a half, and make sure we rejuvenate you, because you may be going back into a hellish situation.
Yes.
Like, sometimes home ain't the best place to be. Like,
nigga, I need a drink for that. nigga. Hey, and you know what? Shout out to my girl Nasia for the Lasalle.
oh,
man.
shout out to
her,
Nasia.
man. This is her. This is her.
Shout out
Cameraman,
to
could you put it on me right quick? This is her, Lasalle, man. Y'all need to really get in tune with this. Very smooth,
Hey, it's
man.
smooth.
I'm not an ambassador yet.
Right.
We gonna talk, Nasia. You hear me? We gonna talk.
I came in with water, man. You know,
I gotta get you loose, baby.
Right,
I gotta
man.
get you loose.
And you know what? This is good. This
Yes,
is
it
good
is.
stuff.
Yes, it is. But okay, let's get back into it. Let me take it back. How do you balance life, business, and your social life?
Well, with business, you gotta sacrifice. Like,
Yes, that's a fact.
it's no way around it. Sometimes my social life, I collide and make it business in some type of way. So if I'm going to a club, I make sure I can put business in that in some type of way. I'm networking. I know somebody that's gonna be there that can maybe put me in a certain situation that can push my brand forward, and vice versa. Like I may be able to help somebody, maybe an athlete there, somebody that actually needs my service, that I could, service them. So that's one way. Two is just making sure that I'm time management, and I never understood that in high school. Like you may have a subject about time management, but then you really don't understand until you got so much on your plate, and you like, man, I got to do this, and this, and it's like, where's all the time going?
Yes,
man, I need 26 hours. Give me 2 more hours, and I can kind of complete some of this stuff. So it's just mainly time management, having order, cutting off the fat in your life. Like we got fat in our life that we could cut off,
yes, we do.
cut out, that a lot of times we don't want to.
I get you.
Yeah, so I really shaved down the things that were not productive in my life, whether it's self-care, whether it's business oriented, whatever the case may be. I really try to make the most of my time, because that's all we have.
Indeed.
Yeah.
What are some of the ins and outs to the spa business? Because we don't know, like I said, bro, we don't know many.
Yeah.
And we're not in there. We just go in there for services.
Right.
What are some of the ins and outs that maybe you can give a little inkling and a peek behind the curtain?
So
if somebody were to, a young guy want to get into it.
Right. So I always been a student of looking at other people's business, and things that I seen, and things that I like, dislike, things I will put into my own business, whether it had anything to do with spa, whether it was lawn care, whether it was credit repair, whether it was training, whatever the case may be. If I seen it able to help me, then I'll definitely try it in my own business. Some of the in and outs of it would be, you got to be big on professionalism and timing. Like people, they got a schedule too, so you got to make sure you're there and prepared to give them the service that they want.
Yes.
Like you, when I showed up, man, you was already.
I was here.
You was here.
I was here.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, this where the magic happened. So okay, so I'm like, I done seen a couple videos, couple good clips. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, this is nice. Let me have a seat up in here. But yeah, man, just making sure that you're prepared to give whoever you servicing your best foot forward.
Yes.
So being educated about what you're actually doing. It's a lot of guys that come up to me like, man, how you do it, man? How you just rubbing on women all day? And I'm like, man, I just do it. Like now it's not about big booties or big breasts or nothing like that. It's like, man, I could look at a man or woman and see that they are posturally not right now. So I know what I kind of assess them on, like how they walk and their body language, what they put on their client information sheet, what they telling me, and then what I actually feel. So it's about really being educated and being engulfed in your actual craft. Like you gotta be a student of whatever you want to be passionate about.
Yes,
like
that's a fact.
You gotta practice this thing. You gotta really seek education about whatever you're doing. It's a lot of everybody want to do everything and be the best at it, but then they don't know what it takes to be the best. Like Kobe just sacrificed 20 years easy without a blink, and that's real greatness. Like, yes. Are you really gonna sacrifice kicking it at the club or sleep or being on social media all day? Like, something has to give. You gotta sacrifice this thing. So and just being humble. Like anything at any point in time, something can go wrong. And you gotta roll with the punches, and you gotta, you're gonna get knocked down in any industry, and you gotta get back up. You're gonna have to rebuild yourself. You're gonna have to reinvent yourself all the time. Yeah.
I feel that. I see you did something for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Tell me a little bit about that.
So, I got a few clients that have came in, had mastectomies, they are breast cancer survivors, breast cancer patients,
Mm-hmm.
know a lot of breast cancer survivors, and this was a group that I wanted to let them know from my standpoint, from a male standpoint, not even from a massage standpoint, from a male standpoint, that I see you, I recognize you, and if there's anything I can do to help you out, make your day better with my services, please come in and see me. And it was really just me just extending my hand. And I really, really care about anybody that goes through those hardships, because I don't know if you know, women that go through breast cancer, that like it's almost like they on the brink of death.
I see it, but I don't feel it. I don't understand it because I haven't have to deal with that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So I'm not too in tune with it, but when I see it, my heart do go out.
yeah,
You know what I
it's
mean?
mentally and physically draining, going through chemo, going through multiple surgeries, not having energy, losing weight, losing hair. Like it it alters sometimes how you look at life.
Yeah.
Like I've had multiple conversations where they didn't think they was gonna make it.
Damn.
Like, and we as men, we just walk around like, man, I'm
cool.
I'm cool, like
I'm cool.
yeah, and I ain't got breasts, or I don't have a menstrual cycle, and we don't know that our women, our black women, they going through so much. They see what we go through, and then they have their own internal issues.
You
Like
ain't lying, bro.
being mothers, being sisters, being daughters, like they go through so much. And as men, we gotta play our part into making their lives as easy as possible, because like this world is already hard in itself. Yeah, so
Is other than feeling good, what does KNV Spa have to offer people?
So, like I said before, I've created a brand, a platform, an area, which I'm looking to expand for in the near future. A safe haven. Like I have clients that just come there just to sit down. I know that sounds crazy. Like I have clients that come in there and just sit down for hours on end. They just want to get away. They just want to sit down and just turn something off in their life where they don't even know where to go. They don't have a safe haven. They don't have a place of peace. Excuse me. And that's all I wanted. I just wanted to make sure that I had a place where I could give people where they know that they are safe, whether it's client, whether it's staff, whether it's anybody. It was just not only to feel good, but to decompress and make sure that you are okay with yourself at the end of the day. Like jobs is the job industry, in any industry, it's crazy. Like people are losing their jobs, like, and they not getting them back. Like people are losing homes. Like
say that shit.
I have my own father lost his house, like, and he's going through it. Like it's a very hard time, right? And we as people have to stick together. So for me as KNV Spa, it was like I have to do something to make sure that I can make sure that my people are okay.
Yes.
And that's all it was. And man, first off, thank you, brother. Thank you for letting me go, bro. Like this platform is exactly what I needed, because a lot of times people have so much bottled up inside them, man.
Just get it out,
and we gotta
get
it out.
Man. Let's have a drink. Let's just get this shit out and just, you know what I'm saying, promote each other.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like that's, bro. Like I've been saying to all my guests, like I want you interest me. You interest me. It's not a lot of you.
Right.
It's not a lot of K. It's only one KNV Spa.
Yeah.
You're black. You are a young black man, bro. Who doing it?
Yeah.
Who doing it, and why not you?
And you know what? I really want to get more males, black men into this industry, because it's a very, very, very beautiful industry. Like I had to relearn myself and my body going through school. Like people think you know yourself until you have to break down every muscle into your body. Like taking the test, my cheat code was my own body. Like that sounds crazy.
That sound wild.
That sounds crazy where I have to write down the answer of the bicep, the tricep, and break the muscles down from the origin to the insertion, and the cheat code is on me. Wow. Right. Like it's a whole nother ball game when you get into the medical industry.
Is it lucrative? Is this a lucrative business?
It is a very lucrative business if you market yourself the right way. And I want to say the right way because, and not knocking anybody else's lane, but there's a lot of guys that's taking this exact craft, this industry, this massage, and they are benefited in a way where they are sexualizing massage. Like you see guys all on top of the table, girls naked, half naked, like they in between the legs, and it's like provoking sex. And that's not what I'm promoting, because I don't want you to get the blend of this can be sex or this can be a massage. Like those are two separate things. For example, there's a difference between an intimate touch, a sexual touch, and a therapeutic touch.
Speak, brother. Speak, brother.
So
hey, we gotta give these. Give these.
So it's definitely a huge difference, and because, and we gonna go a little bit further back.
Go ahead.
Because in our own ancestral path, we have been mutilated, abused. We had sex camps built for us, like mixing fathers and daughters, mothers and sons. Like touch in our community is very irresponsible. Like even to the point where people like, man, what up, bro? You know what I'm saying? They touch you, and you know, and you don't even know, man, I just got into a fight or something. Yeah, you know, so you don't, you can't just, you just can't put your hands on people, whether it's direct or indirect, whether it's, you know, non-malicious, whether it's just friendly. Oh man, just putting your, like, this is somebody's body. You have to be responsible. And guys do it all the time. They in the club and they be like, what up, baby, what's going on? They just put their hand, and you wonder why women, you know, they flip out. Like, I don't know you, dude. Even if you are cute, I don't know you.
Well, let me tell you. I mean, unfortunately, we don't have that type of problem. When we did do that, they would respond right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But you right. You right. But after going through that course and just learning the body and learning energy, and just being more responsible and conscious of, you know, how you approach people and giving people that proper space, I don't do that no more. I don't just, and we need to treat that as such. Now we got 6 feet of social distancing now.
Yes.
So now it's weird sometimes when you coming up to somebody like, man, what's going on, bro?
You don't know what to do.
Right.
Yeah, that shit awkward.
Yeah, so now consciously, because of this COVID-19, like, we don't even know how to communicate anymore with each other. Like, it's totally different now.
I agree. Yeah. Okay. We cannot look into the future at all, in no way, shape, or form.
No way.
As you write your own story in life, what do you think you'll contribute? How do you think you can contribute to the black society?
That's a huge and broad question.
You personally?
Me personally, I want to be able to give the next generation the idea, the mindset, the motivation that anything that you put your mind to, whether it has happened or somebody has done it or they haven't done it, that you can absolutely do it. Like,
Yes.
For me to open up a spa and be a massage therapist and work in the spa that I own, I didn't have people that I could conversate. I didn't have mentors. I didn't have like, oh, there's other barbers out here, or other basketball players, or other business owners that were doing what I was doing, that I could like, hey, you know what? I'm going through this. What do I do? So like, I'm pretty sure like with media school, there was somebody that you could call on, lean on, where it's like,
yes, sir.
you know what? I'm going through this. What do I do?
Yes, sir.
My journey has been complete trial and error as a black man. Now there are other black women out here that's doing very great with their own spas and salons, and I actually had some great conversations with where I could apply some of those lessons to my own. But from a man's perspective, like, some women are not comfortable with men touching them. Like, them being on the table completely undressed, like, some women are very uncomfortable with that. So I didn't have any guidance or anybody to tell me what to do, what not to do. All I had was my teachings from school, talking to some teachers that I still stay in communication with, and just trial and error. Like, I failed a lot, so I had to really
Jay.
Come on,
Jay.
come on, man. I thought we was
Jay,
a couple minutes back.
You're a good looking brother, man. You're a good looking brother. Not a lot of women that's gonna have issues with you touching them while they on the table, and it's feeling amazing.
Yeah. That does help. You
Come
right.
on now.
You right.
Am I not off?
You're not off at
Okay.
all. Like, if you're easy on the eyes with anything, you
Easy
can.
work.
Yeah. And there's a lot of women out here, like, they got 6, 7, 8, 109,000 followers just because they look good, not because they actually doing something.
That's a fact.
You know, and no knock to them, but we are all visual creatures. Like,
Yes, it is.
men are more visual than women.
Yes, we are.
But we are all visual. So, I mean, being professional is also being groomed.
Yes.
You know,
Yes,
so
yes.
having your hair cut, you know, teeth brushed and smelling good, and, you know, put together, you know, fairly well.
Yes.
You definitely want to, as a business owner, like, you want to be that. So,
And you've been working out, nigga. You've been working out. I can see it.
Hey, yeah.
I can see it.
We are in Gotti's world, right? Ain't nothing.
Ain't nothing off limits
Ain't
here,
nothing
nigga.
off
Nothing off
limits.
limits. Now, before we jump up out of here, man, I just got 2 more questions. Actually.
Come on with it.
2 more questions. Relationship-wise, how is it an understanding that you have to have?
This is beautiful. First off, shout out to my fiance.
Shout out
to my fiance, Dr.
Hello.
Dr. Carlita Hughes. So she is a doctor. She is a pediatric
with
doctor. And we had plenty of conversations where she knows exactly what I'm doing. Anytime I'm with her, I always, baby, what you need, what you want, something hurting, let me fine tune you up real quick, like, because she comes first. But it's trust, man. Like, she trusts me and I trust her, and she knows that this is my brand and business, and I won't do anything to jeopardize or put this in a place where I couldn't, you know, work professionally in. Like, this is how I make my money.
Yeah,
you know, so I wouldn't do anything to jeopardize none of that. But this is not a business for everybody. Keep it 100.
She had to be strong. Like, she had to be strong to even get that visual, that mental of, even when you touch her in a way, as you say, it's 3 different ones.
Yeah.
She got to know that I'm not touching them in that type of way.
Absolutely.
So it's a mental, it's a mental thing you have to give her.
It's definitely a mental, but see, this is a good one. I'm
gonna get paid for it. I'm gonna get paid for it officially one day, bro. This is cool. Go ahead.
Yeah, like, and I said this on my post when I proposed to her, like, she has been complete peace when I've had complete chaos in my life. Like, for and there'll be times where, in your own, where it's so much going on out here, and
Yes,
you get home and wife just like, hey baby, and you like, oh man,
This is what I
this
need.
this is crazy. Like, come here, like,
Yes.
just hug me. Like, I
Yes.
just need you right now.
Yes.
And she has been exactly that. So she knows I'm a professional, like, at all times. I have to be,
Yes.
because if I fall, the whole brand falls.
Yes.
There's people counting on me to be successful. So failure is not an option. So within my own relationship, you gotta be professional, man. Like,
I got you, bro. I got you. All right. Now, before I let you go,
come on.
it's called the 10 name game.
Woo.
The 10 name game.
Okay.
I'm gonna fire off 10 things or 10 names, and you have to give me your answer in a one-word answer.
Okay.
The first thing that popped to your mind. So say if I say studio, you say
Jim.
boom. That's
Okay.
it. Whatever.
Right.
Whatever.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Let's go.
Let's do it. Dipset.
Cam. Oh, let's back up. Wait, time out.
I knew I would touch I would touch a little nerve. I would touch a little nerve.
Shout out to Dipset and Cam and Jewels. Hey, them was some good years.
Yes,
hey,
it was. Yes, it was. Bro. Took you back, didn't it? I knew it would touch a nerve, but go ahead.
Oh,
say
my
what you
God.
want to say.
Hey, wow. I was thinking of something totally different. I'm thinking in my head like he finna say something.
Nope,
about
I'm coming
the
from all
bubble.
angles, man. I'm coming from all angles.
Okay. Hey, shout out to Dipset and that whole movement, man. Like, they definitely had a great run, man. Like, they and JR. Woo. Come on with it. Okay, all right.
All right. Love,
Respect,
sex,
passion.
Thornridge.
TJ Shirley, back up. Wait a minute. Okay. Look, for everybody who don't know who TJ Shirley is, one of the greatest coaches that I ever was coached from was my track and field coach. Like, he was one of the people when I was like down, when I was going through relationship problems with my son's mother. And I ain't had no money, I ain't had no job, I couldn't figure it out. I would tell him, and he was like, you know what, come work for me. I'll give you a couple dollars, man. And
Wow.
he ended up passing away in his sleep, man. One of the greatest coaches ever. Very dear to my heart, man. Shout out to all the Falcons. Shout out to everybody in District 205, man. Like, we bred a bunch of like incredible people, man. Like, that's what's up.
No doubt.
Yeah.
I told you I'm touching on heartstrings a little bit, bro.
Hey, listen.
I can make a nigga feel a way around here.
Hey, when y'all come on this show, man, he gon' hey.
I'm touching nerves.
Hey, I thought I was gonna be like very, it's gonna be about massage straight,
it's
man.
None of that.
Hey, he
None
been
of
digging. Hey, he been digging. Come on with it.
All right. KNV Spa.
First brick and mortar business.
It's not a one word.
It isn't. I'm failing at this, y'all. I'm failing at this.
We gonna give you a grade after this.
Okay.
Me and my engineer, we give you a grade after this. But go ahead. One word. KNV Spa.
Business.
Okay. Marriage.
Work.
Lizzo.
Hard work.
Okay. College.
Endurance.
Rap.
Art.
Last one. Your son.
Accomplishment.
One of your biggest.
Yeah, my son has been and still remains my biggest accomplishment. Like, that's what I do all this for, man. Like, man, being a full-time father shapes and mold how I move. Like, and being a father is an incredible job. it's an incredible reward that if you're a real father, and I'm not talking about the guys that just producing babies out here, you know, like I don't even associate with those guys, but the men that's out here really putting their time and effort into these kids, these young men, these young queens out here, and catering to the next generation. It is the most gratifying feeling that is unexplained that us fathers don't need a pat on the back for. We do it just because that's what we supposed to do.
This brother's so passionate. You so passionate.
Yeah, man. And the crazy hey, and I wasn't always like this, man.
I know you wasn't. I know you wasn't, but I just had to give you well, what we give him? Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up.
We gotta give
what we give him. What we give him, B? What we give him, Hit? C? B minus.
B minus. I'm cool with that, man.
Okay,
you know,
B minus. B nice.
I want that
B minus. That's cool.
I want that good in school anyway.
B minus. B minus.
Until I got to college, I was a little better, you know. Right.
My brother, I appreciate you so much for being here.
Man, I appreciate you, bro.
You just don't know how this and some of the words that we have off air, and what we text about, man. You helped me a lot. And this vision, you definitely gave me a up. You did more than what you thought you did by even contributing and even wanting to be on here and just reaching out.
Yeah.
And from there, bro, I owe you.
Listen,
I owe you for this.
Hey, listen, I want to tell you I love you, bro. Like real talk, man. Hey, listen. This platform is for people who really want to be on here. Like this young brother, man, is going to the top. Like you better get on this wave before it's take off on you.
I'm not fucking around.
Right,
I'm not fucking around with people.
You
season 3 is gonna be
like this gonna like. Listen, this gonna be right next to the Breakfast Club. Like, y'all,
you better say that.
Hey,
say it, my brother.
We recording, right?
We
right next to the. Hey, y'all see? Where's the camera? We right next to the Breakfast Club. Okay, listen, this is gonna be major. I'm putting that up there. Hey, and I got some more people saying they coming on next. Hey, y'all
find me.
Listen,
I love you.
He's touchable. Okay, get in tune with Gotti.
I love you, my brother.
I love.
Tell everybody how they can get in touch with you and the business and everything else. Go ahead.
So, we on all major platforms. Instagram is KMV Spa. Business page is KMV Spa. www.kmvspa.com. You can look at all our services and prices. Y'all can hit me up on my personal Instagram, dr_godlike. Man, I love everybody, man. Like it's a different tune now, man. Like
different vibes.
Yeah, it's different, man. So if y'all need to get in touch with me, reach me, man. I'm open doors. I'm very transparent. Yes. And let's do business and let's work and let's build. Let's definitely build it. Yeah.
Let's get it. Man, you guys already know where y'all can find me, man. On IG at official_YUNG Gotti. Also on Facebook, please look me up.
Look him up.
Add me as a friend. Check the views out. Check the clips out. Please, Irvin Woods Jr. on Facebook. Also on YouTube. Please subscribe. Subscribe, man. You see the red fucking button there, people. Y'all gonna see the red button sitting right there when y'all watch the video. All you gotta do is scroll down just a little bit, make a comment, like, hit the ring, little bell, and then subscribe. That's all you have to do.
That's all you gotta do.
Please do it for me. And the one thing I do ask you, and that's on Gotti's World Meter, the one thing I do gotta ask you, brother, is it's a new ritual that we're doing for season 3.
Okay, come on.
The only thing I ask you to do, please, if you can, get me 10 followers. 10 followers. That's what I just need that from you. I just need 10 followers from you.
Yes,
I don't need 20. I don't need 30. I just need 10 from you. That's all I ask, bro.
Listen, everybody that was just on my live, y'all go follow Gotti right now.
Please do.
Listen.
Official
underscore Gotti. Hey, this was beautiful. This was fantastic. And I done been on some podcasts. Like, I done been on some podcasts.
Yes.
Hey, it's nice here.
Yes. Look, man. Before I'm in this out, man. How I'd always do. Thank you, God, for giving me another successful episode. Thank you, God, for this beautiful black brother right here that got this amazing talent in his own business. Also, thank you, God, for my engineer that's always rocking with me, man, do everything I ask him to do. And he's basically on point. Evian Studios, thank y'all for my home. And season 3.
Season 3.
Season 3. This is Gotti's World Podcast, man. We out. Yeah.
Newness, here's the anthem. Put your hand up that you shoot with, count your loot with. Push the pool stick in your new crib, same hand that you